everybody, and welcome back to the Rock and See Homestead. Although we're not at the homestead today, we're here for a updated tour on my mom's awesome flower gardens around her home. We did this in May before a whole lot of it had been was blooming, or some of it hadn't even been planted yet. So as promised, we're going to do a little update. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of start where we started on the last garden tour, and I'll be running some little befores and afters here kind of above. So you'll see a little bit of how it looked when we took the tour in May, and then we'll show you what it's looking like right now. So she has these awesome flower beds that circle the entire front perimeter. And these were here when you got here, right?
Yes, they would not be here otherwise.
Yeah. It's a lot of maintenance, and you have to edge around them and weed eat around them. So here's what she's got. So tell us what you got
in
in
here.
here.
The blue salvia is the main guy out here. And as you can see, the plants open up after they've bloomed, and there's all the new stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So there'll always be something.
Okay, new stuff's coming up in the middle.
Right. See
Oh,
it?
that's neat, yeah.
Now, check these snapdragons out. I had no idea they were in here.
They came back, huh?
They have to have been in here some other time and just decided to come back.
That's funny. And the last time we were here, you hadn't planted these yet.
No.
But they look like they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, they are doing really, and they have these pretty balls.
Is that before or after?
No, this is after. I leave them until they get
a little more crunchy.
And then I cut them off.
Then you cut them off?
Yeah.
Okay. So
you
that's
could
what
probably
we've got
get
here.
seeds out of that if you wanted to do them.
Yeah,
but they'll come back on their own.
And then we've got daisies?
Yes.
Okay, daisies.
Which will also come back on their own, which is why they got planted.
All right, so these are all perennials?
Yes, these are all perennials.
Okay. So everything up here is perennials,
except the snapdragon. I don't know. I don't know what his story is.
He's hardy, I guess. I didn't realize snapdragons were
and
that
those
hardy.
daisies up there prove that they do not only go to 2 feet.
Yeah, so you were duped.
Yeah, and I had to put a fence up because they were hanging over onto the sidewalk.
And I see they're attracting lots of butterflies
look
too.
At
That's
this
kind of cool.
This comes clear. Yes, and bees. Lots of bees.
But that's good. We need the pollinators. That's really good. And she's
They're
got all sorts of butterflies and bees over these right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's actually pretty cool.
I like it. I like
it's great
to
see that in this neighborhood.
But we did have to fence this up so people didn't have to walk on them.
Seems fair. Okay, so now we're still at the front of the house, but this is the kind of the garden bed she has that line the front edge of the house. And I can't remember if these were here last. I think you had just planted, so here they are. And these are annuals.
Yes,
so
they have to be replanted, but they grow very happily here.
Does this get some shade?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a plant that likes a little bit of shade and a little bit of sun.
By afternoon, it's in the shade.
Okay.
And I have a cat that likes to sleep in a bed in there and look at him. He sleeps on that bed inside.
Right inside the window. He's enjoying the beauty.
He's enjoying it.
So that's what we got kind of going in the front.
This is my favorite thing because you put them in like little tiny guys, and in a week they are big.
And they fill in up the whole space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so do the weeds.
Well, it's a full-time job if you try to get the weeds, right?
I'll check with them later.
Okay, cool. And then we've got some nandinas across the front, and she's got some cool hanging plants on the porch.
Oh, yes. They live in the greenhouse during the winter.
And now they get to come out and play.
And the little plant down there on the end,
with the pretty buds,
it opens when there's sun. If the sun goes away,
immediately closes
tight.
up. Huh, that's pretty nifty.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go around and check out the back, shall we? So we've made our way around to the backyard, and we're starting over here in the corner, same as we started last time. And the irises were done in May when we came. They just finished, and of course they're still done now, but they'll stay here. And so since the last one, you've added a couple of things, right?
The blue salvia has come back.
Yep.
And then the marigolds are called vanilla. I've never seen them before. They're a little bit bigger.
They're so pretty. They
But
look
I
so
like
lacy.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really
They look
beautiful.
kind of like a carnation almost.
I know. Yes. You know what? That's right. They do look a little bit like it. That's what they look like.
And then this blue salvia
more blue salvia, more blue. It is a different kind of leaf.
Yeah.
Look at the leaves. They're totally different.
And these are the hostas, along with all their weed friends.
Well, you know, like I said, weeding's a full-time job.
This one is blooming better than ever, and I don't know that I've ever seen that one bloom.
It's beautiful.
Or that one either. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Hey, it's nice when your own garden surprises you.
Well,
And these are ferns?
yes, I
These
wish,
ferns are
oh,
awesome.
how I wish this had been a week ago, because I came in a big surprise and there were 5 Easter lilies blooming on there.
Oh my gosh.
I
Do they
didn't-
know it's not Easter?
I didn't know. Easter lilies bloom in June usually.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, of course. I mean, what else?
The ones
you know?
we have at church have been forced.
Well, I suppose that's true.
But yeah, these are all doing
Gosh,
well now.
they look amazing. So you'll really enjoy seeing the before pictures scrolling above, and then the after pictures, because that's a big difference right there.
Yep.
And your ivy's looking healthy.
Yes, I have to chop that off because it won't stay.
I
and
love
it's-
all the variations and the colors
I do
and the
too.
leaves and things like that. It's just beautiful.
And I don't know. I know it's just
It's
one
very
plant,
English
so-
garden looking. Oh, yeah, man, it definitely likes to take up all the space, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I just mow off what I don't want.
Through the swing set here. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to remember. We saw the shamrock plants last time.
And I put 2 more in. I don't know, that one clear down on the end is really different.
Totally different. Yeah.
Well, they're not the same kind of plant, but they're in the same family.
Same family. Okay. This is new since we were
Yes,
here.
I thought that the bicycle needed a plant.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And since it's in shade most of the time, it's a good place for
And
it.
was this coleus?
Yes.
Coleus. Okay.
And there's
What's
all
your
different.
step
And
here?
this is the first time I haven't had coleus with color. You know,
I like it.
I do too. You can see it real easily from the house because
Yeah.
of that color.
So bright. And
These
a lot of
guys are
this is
still
new.
happy.
All of the little orange flowers. What are these?
And those are real, what you would expect to see as a marigold.
Okay. Those are so pretty. And this
And
is
now the daylilies have all come up too.
daylilies are up, which were not up before.
No.
And then I think you got more Is this Dusty Miller?
I
Dusty Miller,
put in 3 more Dusty Millers.
which is and then your other
And-
Dusty Miller's going crazy.
Well, that guy's he's been here for a couple of
Oh my
years.
gosh, he's
These
huge.
are dahlias.
These are dahlias
Yeah,
right here.
There's 2 of them there.
Okay, those are really pretty. That's new since we
Yeah.
were last out here. And of course, daylilies for
Well,
days.
they're just all mixed in with the iris. They
Yeah,
come
they look
wherever
great.
they want to
They
be.
blend in there nicely, and
You can't cut. You
I
can't
see you
get rid
got
of
some
them.
more vanilla marigolds
Yep.
down here. Had a few left over, huh?
Well, I intended to start here and work my way. Oh, yes, I started here. I was going to alternate, and then I got carried away and did something else.
Got distracted.
You
did
never
something
know
else.
what's going to happen.
Hey, that's part of gardening. You gotta
And we have
change on a whim.
these are the true daylilies.
So
This
some
is
more
all there is in there.
daylilies.
And roses.
Daylilies and the knockout roses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All the
we're going to
daylilies
say
are
a little
blooming.
prayer for this rose down here on the end because it's a white climber.
This one on the fence
so
over
far,
here.
it's alive. It's had a little rough time getting started.
Okay, it's
but
looking pretty good. The growth on the top looks
Uh-huh.
really good.
Seems like it's going to be all right, so hopefully it'll bloom.
Is it a knockout rose or something
No,
else?
it's
something
just a
different.
white climbing rose.
White climbing rose. Okay. All right, and then the
And
blue salvia, of course.
Purple plume guy has finally gotten himself together.
Your purple grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then asparagus fern. Of course, we saw him last time.
Yep. And the daisy.
And-
Oh, go look at the geranium. It is
Oh,
out
yeah.
of its mind.
So the geranium spent the winter in the greenhouse, right? But it seems quite
Right.
happy now with all the heat we've
There's
had.
1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 different geraniums in there.
You can see the different colors. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, as you remember from last time, here's her little gnome village. And it's mostly the same as last time, but we have had one addition, which is
The cat.
the cat in the back.
Yeah. They both came at the same
This
time.
is a
but
friendly
he didn't
cat.
Get outside.
This one's not eating the gnomes.
No, he's being nice to him.
I mean, this one's eating the gnomes.
Yeah. Well,
That
what can I
one
say?
seems to be a little more friendly. So here we are kind of on our last stop. All of the other flowers you've seen have been line her entire back part of her backyard. And then the ones that are up here right by the house. We got a bunch of knockout roses,
All different colors.
all different colors.
Different
and they're
shades,
so
actually.
beautiful. And they're looking good. And then
And a new thing this year. I've never tried them before, and they're called dahlias.
and look how gorgeous those are.
But the colors are so much
I
fun.
know, they're amazing.
I'll be anxious to see how well they
Love
hold up
them so
through
much.
this winter or this summer.
And they're annuals, right?
Uh,
So to replant them,
yes,
probably.
exactly, yeah.
Okay. Well,
But
they're very beautiful.
Look at that one back there. It's purple with the yellow
Oh my
center.
gosh,
I
yes, it's
love these
gorgeous.
things. And all I could see when I was in the
Man, those are
was
beautiful.
I'd see that size. I didn't realize that they get.
They got pretty tall.
Yeah,
Some of them
I
are
didn't
got pretty
realize
tall.
their faces would get so big.
I like the way that they're pointing out like that.
Mhm.
That's really neat. So that's the update on the garden tour. Everything's looking great.
Looks good.
Yep, keeps you busy.
Plenty of water, lots of weeds
Lots of
because of the
weeds.
water.
Yep. And also in Oklahoma, the last few days, it's been extremely hot.
Yeah.
Heat, air temperatures in the 90s, but the heat index has been well over 100.
yeah.
Not really safe to do a whole lot of outside work in that kind of weather.
Nope.
So hoping this coming up week will be just a little bit better.
Yes.
I know
would
we
like
need to
get
do
out.
some weeding in our yard, gardens and stuff too. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Grass doesn't grow quite as fast though.
That's true in the
It's
heat.
hot.
You're right. But yeah. Anyways, there you go. There's the update. And they've got, tell us a little bit about how you guys do your watering back here, because that's a big deal in Oklahoma where it's so hot.
Well, my husband made his own watering system. So he's got a thing hooked onto the faucet over here that's got 3 different hoses. And one will be over here, one's in the middle, one's on the other side. And they're on a timer. And each one goes off and does its
Clicks
time.
on and waters
He
its
usually
area.
has them really early in the morning. The ones in the front yard start at 2 in the morning. And he's got 3 or 4, plus the one that goes through all the
So we've got
planter box.
them set up back here and in the front yard as well.
Yeah, we haven't really put them out, positioned them this year yet because there's been so much rain.
So much rain
But
already.
as soon as that's gone, they'll have to be positioned because you wouldn't get enough to keep the plants alive.
And they're all on timers, so they
Yes.
come on and then turn off on
And
their own.
the fun part for him is he can handle them on his iPhone. So if we are out of town and he knows that he wants to turn them off, he turns them off.
He knows maybe won't need it, so he can just turn them off with his
Right.
iPhone. So for all of you who live in the same kind of hot climates and watering's an issue, it's a really, really great solution.
Yeah, and they don't have to pay to have.
Well, and also speaking as a person who's had to come and water these flower beds when they've been gone in the past, we thank them so much for
Yeah.
their ingenuity.
They take care of themselves.
So now they're a little more self-sustaining. So it's a lot of work to water. It takes a lot of time to hand
Yep.
water stuff.
Well, and that's why he starts these at 2 and 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So by the it's not sunny or anything.
Right,
So it
but you're
doesn't-
not supposed to be
yeah.
putting water on your plants when it's bright and sunny.
Right,
It's not safe for
exactly.
the plants, and it's just better in general. So
And it evaporates.
yeah, right, exactly. It's
Before
like
you
you're not
get
even
going.
putting it on there, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there you go. That's the update on this awesome garden, and we'll give you another one as we get closer to the end of the summer, and she can tell you a little bit maybe about what she does as the growing season kind of comes to an end. They have a greenhouse, and they move some things, and they
A lot
prune
of
some
stuff
things
goes in
back,
there.
and yeah. So we'll give you another update when we get to that point in the year. But I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
As always, I enjoyed hanging out with my mama, and always so impressed and really.
Well, it's fun to see.
Impressed
things
the
when you
kind of
come out
work
and you go,
that she
"Oh,
does here."
well, your father was just struck by the dahlias.
They're so pretty.
I know. They're
beautiful.
just different. We've never had them.
That's neat. There's always something new to
Yeah.
experiment with, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, folks. We'd love to hear your comments. Leave them down below here. And if you got some great ideas of other plants you think might look awesome back here, why don't you
Yeah.
let us know? That would be cool. Because, like I said, we're always looking
That's
for something
right.
new and different.
Yes,
And
for
we
sure.
we'd love to learn from all of you. So if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, I hope that you'll take a moment to do that. You'll find that little button right over there in the corner. And as always, from our homestead to all of you, God bless and have a great day.